Yes, so we got a new car and we have moved EV now, electric. Here we come. Hello, guys, welcome to a fresh new start. So, this is going to be a new dimension from now on. So, on Monday, I picked up the new car for the driving school and I went for a Volkswagen ID3. Now, I know if you watched the previous video, you would have knew, or sorry, you would have known what was coming anyways, because I did put that on that video. But yes, so I got it on Monday and it's been wonderful ever since then. I mean, picking up the car was beautiful because the purchase process was brilliant. And I mean, I don't want this to sound like an advert, but the car dealer was great. So yeah, I went to one of VW's dealers in Buckinghamshire, if I'm right. Anyways, so when I said to them specifically, I needed a car to be ready for me by the 31st of May, because that's when my new insurance renewal is gonna start. So I needed a car to start with the renewal so that I don't have to continue with the old one and then pay another admin charge if I had to change over the car later. And you see, plus obviously if I'm gonna have to change the car, being that I'm gonna have to look for the insurance to start immediately, most likely I wouldn't get the best price for my car insurance. So for this reason, I needed it to start ASAP. I mean, sorry, I needed a car to come by that date. But yeah, it was not promised, but they did say they were going to try their best. So they did, and come 31st on bank holiday, I picked up the car, and I even got a cake. I even got a congratulation cake from them. I mean, it couldn't have been any more beautiful. Plus the covering of it. I mean, I never knew about that. I literally got into the the dealership, and we were talking through everything, signing the document, and all of that. Now, I had no clue. I was wondering, where's the car? Where's the car? I can't wait to see it. I never had a clue that the car was actually what was covered right behind us. Now, that was beautiful because I actually even had to lie to my wife, when she saw one particular car, which is the new Golf, and I said to her, yeah, that's the one I'm going for. So she actually bought it. So, yeah, that was beautiful. It was great. It was great. Now, picked up the car and the drive home was beautiful. Now, to make it even better, the range, I mean, I watched so many reviews over the past 1 year before I made this decision, and the common talk and the common issues people going about with electric cars has been the range anxiety. If you've seen it, if you've watched them, range anxiety. But I started with the same range anxiety, and believe you me, lo and behold, it was wonderful. I mean, we drove 50 miles to London, and by the time we got into London, we had we had only used, I can't remember, but I'm gonna be doing a different review of the range and the charging and all of that. But I just give a little hint here and there on this video. But yes, it was more than enough. We literally didn't use more than 50 miles on the range. Um, what's it called? Sorry, I can't remember. Yeah, but anyways, we didn't use more than 50 miles on the range on the car, so it was more than enough. And since then, I've done 6 days with this car now, and I've charged it twice because I just couldn't get enough of it. I literally drove everywhere, even when I had no reason to drive. You know that feeling, even if it was petrol or diesel. You know what it feels like when you buy a new car. You would find somewhere to go. So yeah, I did exactly that same thing. I've been driving around, you know, but not just for the excitement, but to because it's gonna be a driving school car. So I have to make sure I get used to it, and I need to make sure that if anything is gonna come up, if any fault is gonna come up, the first few things that always come up when you get new stuff. I wanted that to happen before I start doing lessons. So yes, I've been driving all around, and so because of that, I've done about 400 miles or so on the car. Bear in mind, it's brand new, so it was 0 miles when I picked it up. So I've done 400 miles in 1 week just driving around. This is not a driving lesson. I mean, Actually, that's the kind of miles I'll do on a normal week when I'm doing driving lessons. So yes, and 400 miles, and I've only charged it twice, which is only cost me just under £20. I mean, bearing in mind it was fully charged when I picked it up, but then since then I've done twice. And oh, by the way, so through all the drive, I wasn't saving any batteries, trying to keep the air condition off when it should be on, or trying to keep the heating off when it should be on. So I've literally driven it like I would in my old car. So bear that in mind. So it's been beautiful so far. Now, the next few videos I'm going to be doing, I'll be doing my likes and my dislikes. I mean, don't get it wrong, it's not perfect, but regardless what the imperfections are, I still would not regret the decision. So yes, we're going to be having a lot of reviews on this car. So if you want to watch out or look out and you want to see more of it, then subscribe and keep an eye on. Turn the notification button on. So few things I've got planned out for the next few weeks. I'm going to be doing some reviews of the charging stations in London. Now, don't forget, I do my lessons in London, even though I don't live in London, but yeah. Yes, so I'll be doing all the charging facilities in London as well as in Sheffield and Chesterfield. Now, also, if I travel out of these three places or areas, I'd also do charging experience in other places so that you can actually have a clue what to bear in mind if you're using this EV. And yeah, so I'll keep you guys up to date on every problem that I get with it, so that if you're planning to make your decision on this in the future, you know what to bear in mind, what to look out for. And I'd also make another video showing the options that I chose when I bought the car, and probably, if you're interested, how much I ended up paying for it, and the what's it called, why I chose the one I chose, because I went for the Family Pro Performance pack instead of the basic one, which should have been cheaper. But yeah, so I'll be going through all of that. But so far so good. 1 week later, the car has been beautiful. I mean, I couldn't, I don't know, just excited. I had few choices. I had three other options that I chose this from. So I had the Mustang Mach E, I had this ID3, and I actually was considering the Peugeot 2008 EV as well. But Peugeot range reviews were not good. Not good. I mean, worst of them all. Now, Ford Mustang Mach E, I couldn't get insurance on it for lessons, so that was out of it because of the price. So it's obviously more expensive than this one. And so the ID3, I was used to VW stuff already. I had a Golf, probably about, I think I've had two Golfs now. So, and I've always been pleased with it. So yeah. And then the range reviews so far were better. They were a lot better than the Peugeot, or even some that I've seen of the Mustang Mach E. Even though I would still have gone for the Mustang Mach E because of the touch screen. Because of the big screen in front of it and all that, and some of the features. But this is not a review for that, so get out. So, but yeah, back to what I was saying. So, but don't ID3 has its own things that I've seen, such as the software issues and all of that, but that was in the early days. And as soon as I got my one, drove home, and I actually had my first update the next day when I got into the car, and I got notification that I've got an update. So that was good, and that was actually the manual and some error updates and all that stuff. So it's really good. So I'm gonna just cut this here, and I'll get on the next video where I'm gonna probably go through my charging experience so far as a new EV owner. Now, how easy is it? Now, bear in mind, by the time I'm gonna be doing this, I probably will be doing just one at a time. So far I've only used Source London. So I'm going to share my experience with using the Source London. So if you want to know what it was like or what it is like charging with Source London, then look out for the new videos coming up, because then I'll be sharing how much I paid on that video and how many hours and the whole charging stories around Source London. So yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, even though it's not it's more of a vlog, not an informative thing, but you get what I mean. It's all the same. You still get something from it. So yeah, don't forget, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, click the subscription button, subscribe that button, click that one, and share the video, of course, show some love, and yeah, seriously, don't forget, leave some comments below as well if you've got any specific things that you might want to know about the ID3, and then I can actually look out for those things while I drive every day, because remember, I'm going to be spending a good amount of time in the car. So yes, now I've got some few things that I've changed as well. I've done the seat cover because it doesn't come with full leather, so if that's what you want, you're not going to be getting it here in ID3. So yeah, now anyways, in the next video I'll be pointing out some of those things. So thanks for watching again, and I hope you enjoyed this short video, an exciting video, and come back and I see you in the next video. Thank you.